Good evening, sir. What's your name? Can you introduce yourself to us?
Good evening. My name is Curt Catahan. I am 30 years old and I came from Plain City National High School.
So, a lot of them are asking if what are the things you do in this pandemic.
In my case, I just stay at home.
Why? Isn't it boring to stay at home?
Mm, I stay at home because it's 100% the most safest things to do in this pandemic.
Many people undergoes through depression and anxiety. What about you? Did you go through these mental problems? And how did you do solve this problem in mental health?
Yes, I guess. Because there's a time that I feel empty and sad, and after a few hours, that feeling just goes.
What is your biggest fear and biggest inspiration through this pandemic?
My biggest fear is to communicate or interact with other people. I mean, I'm kind of loner, and my biggest inspiration is my future. I mean, I don't wanna waste my life though.
If gadgets didn't exist, what will you probably do this pandemic?
So my hobbies are writing spoken poetry. So if gadgets didn't exist in this world, I'm probably writing a spoken poetry that will surely inspire many people.
To hear, Sir Kurt, nowadays we can't go near gyms, fields, courts, etc. Where are you doing these physical activities, and what are those activities?
Well, I do drugs before, but now I'm focusing on my healthy diet.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, you mentioned earlier that you did slightly undergo through anxiety and depression. What makes you feel empty and sad in this pandemic?
I felt empty maybe because I can't go to other places to witness the beautiful scenery in it. And it's kinda sad that many people died because of COVID-19 and it makes the population decrease.
So, before pandemic, you have a lot of foods that really tastes good. Now, let's talk about your foods.
So I discovered this Dalgona coffee and it's a lit. And there's this Milan Coke that I saw on TikTok where you kind of mix them and it'll taste like a Coke float without an ice cream in it. And it's so good.
Hmm. So you've done well, Sir Kurt. So here's the last question. What advice can you give to others through this pandemic?
Just try new things, be happy, be yourself, control yourself, and just smile.
Okay, thank you, sir. This is your Anchor Kardin, and this is the end of our interview to Mr. Curt Catahan. Thank you for listening and watching. Hope you like this video.